points, and it's quality shots they're getting.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Green, he's in at the point. Porzingis is out there with Robin Lopez. Then there's a follow, and it's Williams at the small forward.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And Brooks, here we go. Offline from the high post.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
New York shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Washington's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Green with the block. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. Tries again. And it's a follow with the bucket inside. Aflalo's got 8.
Plays like that, the hustle plays on the backboard, the second chance points that have really caused problems all day for the defense.
Morris, left side. They can't stop the run with that one.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Excellent communication between teammates on the alley-oop there.
And that's what you need to pull that off.
And you do. You have to have both ends of that play, and they were fantastic on that one.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
I got to find something. You're right. Oh, McDermott, no one around him. His 3-pointers off the mark. New York's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Green passes to Aflalo. Count that one. Aflalo's got 7 points for the quarter.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
Brooks against Green, and that one's good. Brooks has got his 2nd bucket tonight.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
And here is our 2K leaderboard. These teams have been on fire over the course of the past 10 games. Number 1, the Knicks.
You have to be impressed with their shot selections. I mean, the discipline on that end and the unselfishness really is what allows those great numbers to show up.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. And he misses the fast break layup.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
It's stolen by Morris. Brooks outside. Here's Pekovic, and the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got his 5th rebound in this one. On the wing of Aflalo. It's stolen by Morris. Williams against Beal. It's stolen by Green. Outside Williams. Pass to Aflalo. Lopez kicks to Green. Rebounded by McDermott. For Washington, they've gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter. for them. Just 3 of 9. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. McDermott's got his first 3 points of the game.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Here's Lopez. The baseline jumper goes down. For the New York Knicks, they come in off a good outing against Houston.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
Let's take a look now at some numbers for Beal. Some good contributions, really, since the All-Star break. He's averaging 19 points per game, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
Tyler Hansbrough's checked in for Nikola Pekovic. Green dishes to Lopez. It's stolen by Hansbrough. Here's Brooks. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it, the fast break chance. Williams passes to Green. From outside, off the mark.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Rockets had a huge game. He ended with 47 points and also had an incredible amount of assists, really setting his teammates up every minute on the court. What a show it was as he put up some really amazing numbers when it was all said and done. Even we marveled at his performance, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Boy, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
And he gets it to go.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
Brooks against Green. And Brooks, here we go. Again, the Wizards, good for 2.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
The Knicks leading by 22. Brooks on the double team. Green passes to Porzingis. Back to Green. To the paint. Washington's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Brooks kicks to Morris. Brooks setting a pick for Morris. Nice ball movement by Washington. No good from outside. For New York, they've gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing here. Afflalo, that's good.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
The dish now to McDermott. Feeds it to Hansbrough. And it's Brooks in the corner. Morris outside. 5 to shoot. Washington needs to get a shot off here. Unloads from 13. Brooks can't get that one to fall. New York's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting.
Boy, the prettiest play in basketball to me. Executed to perfection.
I don't think you're going to get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
No doubt about it, unless you're the dunkie. Because if you're the dunker, it's great. I don't necessarily appreciate somebody slamming one on the top of my head.
Well, you got to get out from under the hoop if you want to stay away, if you want to stay out of the poster.
There's a screen by Hansbrough. McDermott kicks to Brooks. The Wizards with another miss.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
McDermott with the double team. Green dishes to Williams. Got a piece of it. And here we go. Washington fast break. Brooks leading the charge. Green with the block.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costing.
Passes it to Humphries. Out to the right wing. Back to Williams. And the three ball is good. Williams has got 9 points in the quarter.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
New York with the ball. They're on an 11-2 run. Green against Brooks. The kick out to Williams. No good. And it's Washington the other way. Victory eluded them last time in New York when they took on the Knicks.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup, and their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
And I really think, Greg, they've got to find a way to produce easier baskets. I mean, whether they do it by running in transition or getting to the free throw line, they don't want a repeat of that past performance.
Here's Porzingis. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot. And oh, here we go. Brooks got it, the fast break chance. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. A different look for New York. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Porzingis. Anthony comes in for Williams. And Roten subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. And Washington has possession. Hansbrough misses.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
Roten kicks to Green. Inside, here's O'Quinn. Here's Anthony. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
What a great game for Anthony in this one. He has 9 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
New York shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement, so that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Carlos Boozer's checked in for Chris Humphries. Second free throw, no good. Washington's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Here's Porter, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, they're not really being as physical inside as they need to be here. I mean, that's my opinion. They need to create more second chance opportunities, like they did in the first quarter.
For Washington, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
And he makes both free throws. New York with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. The drive by Green.
I mean, already hot. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
From the Wizards, their shooting in the second quarter has been pretty iffy, down 32%. Hansbrough, a screen on Green. Wall. Green with the rebound. Green's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Anthony. Boozer kicks to Green. He dishes it to O'Quinn. 6 to shoot. Anthony, the pass to Green. Oh, wow. It's not possible what we just said. Clark, is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner. It is possible.
And think about it, guys. That's
smokes.
one of the few guys in the entire league who can pull off something like that.
Kicks it to Wall. Nice ball movement by Washington. Stolen by O'Quinn. Hansbrough against Green.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
And he finishes nicely on the layup. Green's got 6 here in this quarter.
That was the third straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
They set the pick. They double him with Wall. Outside Boozer. The feed to Roten. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Wall against Green. Here's Guzman. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got 5 assists tonight. The drive by Green. Anthony dishes to Green. He feeds it to O'Quinn. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Wall up top, guarded by Green. Wall's shot is off.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
It's Beal on the wing. Nails the wide open jump shot. Beal's got 8 points.
Great pass. John Wall is really good at finding the open man.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. New York ahead, running away with it. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, looking at the stats, it's hard to doubt you have been the #1 factor for your team. Do you feel like you're controlling the paint right now?
I'm trying to. I know we're a lot tougher to play when we can limit second chances and get a lot of one-on-ones in defense. I think we should be able to keep it going next half as well. Yeah.
Your mindset is working. Well done. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow here on 2K Sports.
Okay, guys, tremendous work in the first half. These fans haven't had a thing to cheer about. Let's talk about how to keep it going.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
What a game we've seen here for Green. 8 rebounds and 19 assists.
And if I had to pick what he's done best today, such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. From deep, Wall, and he gets it to go. Wall's got 12 points in the game.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Lopez, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
An 85% mark from the line. There aren't too many players in the league who are going to sport a much better percentage.
You know, there's been some improvement in his free throw shooting this year. His percentage has taken a little jump compared to last season.
And he sinks the second. Washington has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Wall against Green. Bekovic with a screen. And Wall. Here we go now. Wall with another miss. New York's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. And the pass to Porzingis. He sinks the 11-footer. Porzingis has got his second basket of the night.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
Morris kicks to Beal. Back to Morris, beyond the arc. It's rebounded by New York. Green's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Looking for Anthony and gets it there. Sinks that one from the post. Anthony's got 12.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Wall against Green. It's stolen by Green. By himself. Oh!
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
They need this. Land soft on the front of the rim. And drops. And that's now 10 points for Nikola Pekovic.
Boy, did he burrow his way in there, and the D just sort of backed off.
Pass to Porzingis. Rebound by the Wizards.
Can't connect there, but still a red-hot start to the half, hitting 4 of their first 5 field goal attempts. Take a look at what John Wall's done. 12 points, and his huge assist tally makes it all.
You know what? He's the catalyst. He's the reason why this team plays. They're going to be dangerous.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Here's Anthony, and again it's New York.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Wall against Green. Wall attacking. Porter outside. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Porter's got 5 now.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Pass to Porzingis. Some nice passing by New York here. Green passes to Lopez. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on Nikola Pekovic.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Shoot 2. Shoot 2.
That's good from Lopez. And Washington making a change here. Brooks checked in. And both free throws good for Lopez. Washington's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. This is the Porter for 3. And again, Washington with the triple.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Let's face it, the defense is a step slow. You've got to take away the airspace.
To the wing on the left. Back to Green. Down low. Here's Aflalo. Rebounded by Pekovic. The Wizards have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. And the wide open shot from Morris. The wing jumper off target. For New York, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Aflalo, that's good.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either, Greg. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
And Washington making a change here. McDermott's checked in. The Knicks also changing it up. Humphries comes in for Porzingis, and it's Williams in for Anthony.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Here's Pekovic, and it's sent back by Lopez. Out of bounds. Wizards ball as Washington keeps possession. And Pekovic kicks to McDermott. Brooks up on top. Shoots it up. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
Morris outside. Fires the three. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It's going to be on Freak.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him,
All right,
not
gentlemen.
into him.
3 shots. 3 shots.
And that one falls for Brooks. And he sinks the second.
Look at what Brooks has done so far. He has 8 points, and he's been a good on-the-ball defender, too. He's got a pair of steals.
Yeah, he's just made a lot of very heads-up plays, and his defense really has been a difference maker.
And he nails the third. The Knicks have gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong. Green kicks to Lopez. Nobody near Williams. And again, it's New York.
And chalk up a few more points for him there. This has been a one-sided game in just about every area.
Absolutely. I echo that sentiment. Their offense, their defense, I mean, it's all been terrific.
The drive by Green and stolen by Pekovic. And here is Brooks. He's got 9. McDermott with it. Williams picks him up. Wall draws the double. Here's McDermott. That's good. McDermott's got 5.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Green inside the three-point line. Shot is off. Nice D from Brooks.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for him.
And he gets it to go. And that's now 28 points for Freak.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Brooks against Green. Shot from 12. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. New York with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. Williams' shot is off. Washington's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Pekovic. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. 12 points for Nikola Pekovic.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Here's Green. Plays it up and banks it in.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Follow against Wall. He kicks to Pekovic. Good D by Lopez. Nick shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. Green dishes to Lopez. That's good. Lopez has got 7 now in this quarter.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Wall passes to McDermott. Feeds to Brooks. From downtown, and again, Washington with the triple. Brooks has gone 50% from the arc, 1 of 2. The drive by Green. Nice D from Brooks.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
And here's Morris for 3. And that one's good. Morris has got 7 points.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
Green kicks to Lopez. And good on the basket. Book it.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Pekovic. No luck. So New York will take it the other way. Now here's Green. He's got 32. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Hello. I mean, that's what I call a move.
Woo! That is some artistry. Greg, you're right. On his way to the basket, he was soaring.
Hey, bump the move. How about the finish? That's right, fella. Bang that thing.
And good on the basket. Book it.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land. Giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Outside Williams. Some nice passing by New York here. The drive by Green. Outside Williams. Clock at 6. 3-pointer. And Green with the basket on the assist from Williams. 37 points for Freak.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
Pekovic with a screen on a Flalo. And Wall kicks to Pekovic. Lopez with the steal. To the inside. Plenty of space. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Knicks.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
The drive by Green. Williams for 3. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
We've got 1:08 left to play in the third. Here's Brooks. It's rebounded by New York. Humphries has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Green. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Green's got 39.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Right wing. Pekovic dishes to Brooks.
What are you doing? Stay down.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
He's got free throw attempts number 4 and 5 here. And that one misses.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
And the Knicks making a change here. Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Lopez. Porzingis comes in for Chris Humphries. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Derek Williams. And it's Tony Roten in for Aaron Aflalo. He hits the second from the line. New York's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Now the dish to O'Quinn. And shot on the way. And there's another one for the Knicks.
from that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
Brooks against Green. Brooks, the pass to Guzman. Count that one. 6 points for him.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Now Green, he's got 39. It's stolen by Hansbrough with 1 on the clock. Cannot hit. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Knicks out front, opening up a huge gap. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. New York shooting has been sensational, 75% for the game. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. Anthony out there with Boozer. Then there's Kyle O'Quinn. Then there's Grant. And it's Roten in at the 2 spot. Jackson with it. They set the pick. Here's Oubre. Passes to Guzman. Kicks it to Oubre. Clock at 4. Second shot opportunity. Goes back up. It's rebounded by New York. Anthony's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Boozer kicks to Anthony. A three-pointer off the mark. For Washington, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. The feed to Larkin. Fires from deep. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Larkin's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Washington. Anthony dishes to Boozer. Grant outside. He feeds it to Anthony. There's the pass to Roten. Screened by Grant. It's Anthony with the drive. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
Red light, stop your rumors. I stay on track like a box of Pumas. I just rock with Junior. I am the little big cause we take it.
And the first one at the line is good.
They didn't shoot it well from the line in the first half. But they've turned it around here, and it's helped them secure the lead. I mean, free throw shooting is important when you're trying to pad a lead.
Both free throws good from Anthony.
Kevin, right now, they're doing a good job at the line. They're hovering around 83, 84, 85% from the stripe. That's good stuff. I mean, that's well done.
Here's Larkin. He's covered by Grant. Hansbrough, that's good. And so it's New York with it. Grant in the post. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Stolen by O'Quinn. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court, and the shot is good.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
The Wizards have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And here's Jackson. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. For New York, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Now here's Roten, guarded by Jackson. From 10 feet out, here's O'Quinn. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Didn't have any problem knocking that one down. Another defensive lapse leading to 2 more.
Jackson drives in, and it's good.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Here's Anthony. The rebound by Hansbrough. The Wizards have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Oubre with it. Now Anthony defending. Larkin in the corner, takes the 3. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Larkin's got 6 points in the quarter.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just not letting up at all.
Screen by Grant. O'Quinn in the post. Can't cash in from close range.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
Jackson has the open look. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound. Anthony's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The shot's good from O'Quinn.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Here's Larkin. To the middle, got a piece of it. Stolen by O'Quinn. 4-on-1 and they're running. The offensive rebound. The Wizards have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Jackson passes to Hansbrough. Here's Guzman, and there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. For the Knicks, Humphries comes in for Kyle O'Quinn. Robinson is subbed in for Anthony.
One shot. One shot.
New York shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Humphries kicks to Roten. He dishes it to Grant. Soft touch off the glass. Grant's got 4 points in the quarter.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Here's Larkin. He's covered by Roten. Shoots from the elbow. Larkin can't get it to go. The Knicks shooting has been just uncontainable. 72%. Pass to Robinson. Roten dishes to Boozer. Tries again. Rebound by the Wizards.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Guzman covered by Humphries. Shot clock at 6. Here's Larkin. He's covered by Boozer. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. The Knicks also changing it up. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Roten. And it's Green in for Grant. Wall against Green. Pass to Porter. Lots of room. No good. And New York will come the other way.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for New York.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And I think, guys, we sort of expected a win here in a season already with 66 wins. Tonight's win will notch that up one more to 67. A very dominating presence they seem to have nearly every time they come out on the floor.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
Now they've got their sights set on that sweep, Greg, 3-zip, and given what's going on in the first 2 games, my guess is that's what's going to happen.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Green. He did it all tonight, making an impact with more than just his scoring. How about the fact that he got a triple-double?
Brooks against Green. And Brooks, here we go. And the wide-open shot from Pekovic. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks.
And this run not really doing them any good at this point, as late as it's starting to evolve.
Yeah, but kudos to him, Greg. I mean, the fight they're showing now, you got to give them credit for that. Would have been really easy to pack it in.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing.
30 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Dishes it to Porter. Pekovic passes to Brooks. And Hansbrough kicks to Beal. Clock is at 3. Feeds to Porter. There's the triple. But they get it back. The dish now to Beal. Passes it to Porter. There's a screen by Hansbrough. So no problem for New York as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, your defense was obviously a huge part of getting the win here. How much of an emphasis was that for you guys tonight?
I mean, I make sure that we play strong defense. If I catch someone on my team dogging it out there, I'm going to bark in their ear about it. Lazy defense means it takes longer for me to get the ball back. You feel me? And that's taken away from my shots. You know, that's not cool. Doris, that's not cool.
Well, thank you for your time, Kevin. We'll see what the rest of the league has to say about that.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game, Freak. He had a triple-double tonight, which is a perfect example of how strong his play has been. The fact that this is yet another triple-double game for him is a true mark of his consistency playing at the highest level.
Ernie, that is the definition of domination. He took them to school tonight in every possible way. I know there's 10 players on the court, but I only noticed one.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.
To let
fellas, let's change it up for a bit. How many threes can you make in a minute? Freak, start it up. Okay, guys. We need to pick up the intensity. Boston drill. Here we go. Okay, we're good on the drills for now. Let's make sure we're getting better every day.
DJ Khaled, Convict Music, we the best, we taking over.
Atlanta, spread out with it. South Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi, on to North Carolina, Philadelphia, Virginia. From down in Miami, where it warm in the winter. On up to Minnesota, where it's storm in the winter. Jacksonville, Tallahassee, Memphis, 10, holla at me. B&H-Town, Southside, Cloverland, Daddy, I'm the man out in Dallas. Better ass Cali, Catman, Cali with my eyes open valley. Blowing that spinning, going down Vinny. Drop 6, 4, 3, wheel hit switching. Red light stop, make it drop for the with it. Anything you hear that I said, I meant it. Can't got the crown, then spit out with it. Say you need, I said I get it. If you want to, we can supply you. Got enough work to feed the whole town. They won't shoot unless you try to. Come around and try to stop on our ground.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks going up against the New York Knicks. Looking at the last game for New York, it was a win against the Wizards in Washington. They're currently holding on to the best record in the league. Not the conference, the league. They've been head and shoulders above the competition this season. And as we march toward the end of the regular season, Shaq, I want your opinion on veterans being rested in back-to-back games.
You know what, Ernie, you hear a lot of people complain, but let me tell you, from personal reasons, it's the right thing to do in some cases, especially for the older teams to have a real shot to win a championship. Popovich has been doing it. Look how many rings he got.
Well, there's been a lot of talk about extending the regular season.
We're broadcasting from Atlanta as the Hawks take the hardwood here at the Phillips Arena. Last game for the Hawks, they picked up the W against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And guys, they could have won that game on the strength of their offense alone. It was that good.
And most impressive when you do it on the road like that. They just kept coming at them, wave after wave, and they really kept the crowd on mute in that one.
And so off the tip, it's New York. So the New York starting five. Green, he's in at point guard. Anthony is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Aflalo, and it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Good make to get things underway.
Yeah, and always a relief, I think, to get those first points out of the way and actually get that first sweat and that first bit of contact in the game, because it just settles you down a little bit.
Now here's Schroeder. 6 on the shot clock. Sees the alley-oop. Green with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. It's stolen by Schroeder. Oh, and here comes Korver all alone.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. So for New York, their last game, a win against the Wizards in Washington.
I mean, no stress in that one. The game almost looked like a shoot-around for them. Amazing at how well they shot the basket.
And even more impressive, Greg, considering it was on the road. I mean, it's rare that you see a team get that hot away from home.
And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Atlanta.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
The Knicks shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Mike Budenholzer and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He said a big part of this game will depend on how well they can slow down Carmelo Anthony. He added with his size and shooting ability, he can score inside and out. We're going to try a couple different coverages and show him different looks over the course of the game to try to keep him off balance. And guys, I guess we'll see how it works. Back to you.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Now here's Schroeder. He's guarded closely. And the call will be against Robin Lopez. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Now here's Schroeder, guarded by Green. Good.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's Green, coming off a stellar performance against Washington. And Aflalo kicks to Green. There's the double team with Korver. Dishes to Lopez. 6 to shoot. The shot is off. Hawks have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Pass to Bazemore. Wide open. Second chance shot. Millsap misses.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Passes it to Porzingis. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Porzingis has got his first 3 points of the game.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Schroeder passes to Millsap. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for them.
It's stolen by Schroeder. Bazemore dishes to Horford. Here's Schroeder. Another three for Atlanta.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Now, here's Green. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
The Hawks leading. Now, here's Schroeder. And here is Horford. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the 76ers in Philadelphia. Schroeder kicks to Horford. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Here's Green. Kick out to Afflalo. A three-pointer, no good. Atlanta's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Now here's Schroeder. He's tightly guarded. Millsap has the open look. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
They double him with Horford. Anthony in the corner. Ripped away. Here's Bazemore, guarded by Green. And Bazemore kicks it over to Schroeder. The Hawks working the ball around. Bazemore passes to Schroeder. Feeds it to Millsap. Pocket 4. Again, the Hawks good for 2. Green with the ball. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. It's stolen by Korver. 3 on 3. Millsap kicks it to Bazemore. Pass to Horford. On the wing, Korver. He dishes it to Millsap. To the inside. And it's Schroeder missing.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
And Green gets it to go.
He's yours. He's yours.
Let's take this chance to look at the teams that have been the league's most efficient passers this past month. Number 1, the Knicks.
This is a club that has become really unselfish.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Teague comes in for Kyle Korver. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Dennis Schroeder. Then for the Knicks, Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Robin Lopez. And Roten subbed in for Aaron Afflalo. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. Beverly dishes to Teague. Unloads from 13. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 3rd rebound on the night. From deep. And again, New York with the triple. Here's Teague. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. And there's the pass to Beverly. Kicks it to T. Beverly sets the screen for T. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Here's Anthony. A stupendous finish in traffic. Anthony's got 5 points so far.
The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
A baseline J. That one rolling around and rims out. The Hawks trail it. And Beverly kicks to T. Gets to the corner and buries it. Teague's got his first points of the game. Knicks have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Green with the ball. Picked up by Teague. The drive by Green. Comes up empty down low. Ryan has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Out to the right wing. Bazemore inside the three-point line. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Here's O'Quinn, off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Here's Beverly, and that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
So for the Hawks, Mike Scott comes in for Paul Millsap. And Tavo Cephalosha subbed in for Kent Bazemore. And then for New York, Chris Humphries has checked in for Porzingis. And it's Williams in for Anthony. Now here's Green. He has 6. Teague on the double team. Outside, Green to the paint. 6 on the shot clock, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And it's the Hawks' ball. Teague, the pass to Horford. Scott inside. Humphries there. Scott, good.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
And he gets it to go.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Off the pick. Here's Horford, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
And already we've got a very lopsided edge on the board for them.
Yeah, +5, as you mentioned. That didn't take very long, did it?
And the Hawks making a change here. Hardaway's checked in. The Hawks have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. Free throw good, Horford. Here's Green. He's got 8. Outside Williams. Roten dishes to Green. There's a screen and stolen by Horford. Here's Teague. Green with the block. And Williams, here we go, takes a 3. Offensive rebound. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint.
Guys, it's all about persistence on the offensive glass. You just can't ever give up on a play.
Here's Teague. The Knicks making the shot. To the paint. Here's Scott. And it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway. Scott's got his second basket of the night.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Take a look at the performance in this one for Green. He's already got 8 points and a pair of blocks to go along with those.
And he's been standing tall when they needed him.
Free throw good, Green. And both free throws good for Green.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Here's Scott. And a miss there on the triple. New York trailing. Outside, Green. Out to the wing. Humphries kicks to Roten. And off the front iron, and in it goes. 1:15 left in the first. Outside, Scott sinks the three-pointer. Scott's got 7 points in the game.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report? Well, Atlanta, since the All-Star break, you get a look at the numbers they've put up here. 5th in steals, 6th in league distributing the basketball as well. Not too shabby, room for improvement, but acceptable.
And that ranking in the steals category, airtight perimeter defense, is one of the things that makes this team go. Their aggressiveness, for me, sets them apart. And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Scott's got 10 points.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Green against Teague. Teague on the double team. Nobody near Williams. And there's another one for the Knicks.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Atlanta's gone 4-7 from three-point range so far in the first. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Back to Teague. And it's blocked.
You know, a team's rebounding is one of the great measures of its energy, and theirs has been terrific in the first quarter.
Yeah, they've brought it in terms of having another level of intensity right from the tip.
And stolen by Horford. And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. The Hawks on top, up 2. 2K Sports, back in a moment here at Phillips Arena in Atlanta. And some tough times for the Knicks, but you listen to Carmelo Anthony, it's clear he's invested in this franchise. Knicks fans rooting for Carmelo to help make New York a playoff venue once again.
And you know what? It's going to take a lot more than that.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Al Horford, he's checked in for Mike Scott. Ken Bazemore comes in for Cephalosha. Teague, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Dennis Schroeder. The Knicks also changing it up. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Boozer. Porzingis comes in for Williams. And it's Green in for Roten. On the court for the Knicks, Green in at point guard. Porzingis is out there with Kyle O'Quinn. Then it's Anthony, and it's Aflalo in at the 2 spot. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Washington Wizards got down to business. He finished with 42 points, and that was just the start of it, notching a triple-double for his effort in what was quite a display from him. Numbers like that are rare to see by any player in a game he'll always remember.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance.
Yeah, that's certainly one that we'll be talking about here for a long time.
I'd say it would make it to his greatest hit spot, no doubt about it.
Down low, here's Horford, and that one is stuffed right through.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Knicks trail by 3. Outside, Green. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Atlanta's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. The kick out to T. Here's Horford, and a strong finish with 2 hands. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
Well, neck and neck, how about that? I mean, ferociously competitive. I mean, tight as me in an airplane bathroom.
Oh. That's not the visual I was looking for right now, but there have been a lot of winning changes. Goodness.
Bazemore misses.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Offensive rebound. A second chance effort. Green with the ball. Picked up by Teague. Millsap with the double team. Nice shot by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 5 now.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
And he gets it to go.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
The drive by...
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, but hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one. Although, if he missed it, I might have.
Bazemore gets the bucket.
Terrific effort on that shot. I mean, he's given up a lot of inches in that mismatch.
Well, height, who cares about height? I mean, it's just a number. Hey, you got to go with what you got.
Come on now.
And he took what he had right at him there. He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Millsap a screen. Follow against T. Horford. And too long on the shot.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Scooped up. The Hawks trailing. And Beverly kicks to Millsap. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Horford. And it's Horford again missing. New York shooting at 51%. Really solid. There's the dish to Green. Back to Anthony. Outside, Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And stolen by Jeff T. And here's the fast break. The shot is off. Anthony with the defensive effort. New York's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. The tray. And there's Green on the assist by Aflalo. 21 points for Freak.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And Bazemore kicks to Beverly. Taken away by Anthony. All alone. Finishes the break with a slam.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden.
Teague with a clean look. Good on the triple. Teague's got his second bucket of the night.
And you know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to D him up.
Green, the pass to Quinn. That is good. And the Knicks lead by 5. Atlanta's gone 1-6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly. Tries from 16, and the basket by Horford. Horford's got 11 points.
Well, they're not shooting as many from outside here in the second quarter.
Yeah, they were shooting well early on. I like their spacing. I think they should get back to that.
The feed now to Green. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
4 on the clock. Teague inside the line. That doesn't go in either for Teague.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
From deep, Green. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Wow, 4 here in the first half. They're going to need to do something different on defense to trap this guy and lock him up.
Follow against Teague. He kicks it to Beverly. Back to Teague for the 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3 ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a 3-point battle taking shape here.
Here's Green. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first.